Hi, my name is Mark Ferguson. 38 years old, and I was born back in the Philippines, and I was brought up in humble beginnings. Um, all the things I can remember back home was pretty much it's a hard life, but at the same time we were happy, and we live off the land, and we actually grow our own foods, and sometimes of course, we don't have it, but we do certain things that uh, how to say this to actually just make a living. And sometimes me and my cousins used to go to somebody else's property, and of course we take, and sometimes we do ask, but most of the time we just take. And I never, I was raised by my grandma, and I never met my parents till later. And remembering the first time I met my mom, actually seen her was the time that we was at my auntie's house, and she was got pushed down, and she was carrying a bag of cash, some coins in it, and she was crying, and she really like looking for somebody. And at that time, I did not know that she was my mom till later on. And I actually asked my grandma, and my grandma said, "Nah, she just lost. She got the wrong address." And later down the road, I found out that she is my mom, and it was at that time I was a kid, so not really comprehend it. And skip forward, uh, I met my dad for the first time, and it was um, it was a different experience. It was can remember it still vividly. Playing in front of the yard. Um, there's a big, stocky guy coming, walking down the street, and we used to live in a closed down pig barn, and we made it into a house. And we had like 20 something kids in it, and we had a big table. And I asked my grandma who's the guy, and he was my grandma just stared at him, cried, and ran towards him. And when they come close, my grandma said, "This is my father," and well, cannot really comprehend at that time, but I hugged him, you know, and I said I've been around alcohol too, been growing up with it. It's in every family function, everybody drinks in my family, and I only hear good things about my dad, not till he start drinking, and of course, uh, when the drink comes, liquid courage comes, and a different person comes, and of course, we got beaten. You know what I mean? Um, he gets, let's say, a different person when he drinks, and he pretty much like to fight. So he fights everybody, and how I say this, pretty much getting slammed, getting punched, getting whacked, getting backhanded. You know, that happy person that walked in that day becomes a little bit different person by the days goes. And of course, being a kid, really, like they say, stepping on step, like tiptoeing around, because you just never know when, you know. And fast forward a little bit, everything got good. My mom started sending money. She already moved to Hawaii, and life was good. Um, of course, life was good. You know, more drinking comes, and I actually started to experiment pretty much. I started drinking too, drinking here and there, smoking cigarette here and there, just to be the cool kid, And even though we have good times, there's always a mistreated between me, my sister, and the rest of the family. Because we so-called provide the income for the family. Because of my mom sending money, we get treated differently. Some get jealous, some of my cousins, some of my aunties, and them, and not really comprehending why or what, but it was just a norm, I guess. And we moved to La Union, and it's another part of Philippines, Ilocos, and we actually first time I ever met my stepfather, which my mom married to, and who's helping her to actually send money to back home, and this guy was a towering person, almost 6 foot, I think, and he's a retired army, and from Sweetwater, Tennessee. He's a good guy, to be honest, and he was very impressed of me and my sister, and he wanted to be part of our life, and his intentions was amazing. If I could, if he still be around, he could have been proud, and guarantee I could have been scolding still. um, anyway, how said we moved places to places, and having transitioning from my extended family to living with my mom, we faces a little bit more challenge because, of course, I am a little bit hard-headed. Well, I am a hard-headed person, and I developed the habit of pretty much what everybody else around me did, But I took upon myself to actually adopt those core beliefs, which are cheat, lie, and steal, and deny everything, and point the finger out. And it was uh, it was very challenging. Yeah, I start drinking right at first year of high school, which I was, think 12 and a half years old at that time, and going to school drunk. I got expelled a couple times. I got sent home quite a few times for fights, and of course being a bad boy, I guess they call it. And we actually, how to say this, had a hard time transitioning from it. And then when I found out that we actually, me and my sister actually getting flown to Hawaii, I actually ran away because I never like leave Philippines, and because I wanted stay home because my family's there, and I made new friends, and so forth. And then my mom said either you come with me or you stay here and starve, because I will not send money anymore because your grandma's been using you as a cash cow. So it was a little bit disheartening to find out, but and moving forward, it was 2000. It was January 1st, 2001. We hopped on the plane back home, and we came to Hawaii at the same date, actually, January 1, 2001, 8 a.m. And first time being in Hawaii, you can still smell the fireworks, the smoke, the remnants of the celebration of the night before. And we lived in straight to Waikiki, and it's a culture shock. Honestly, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit more lively, fast paced. It's a lot of people, and it was very interesting. For a kid, for a 15-year-old kid, flying from another country to another one, and um, how say this? It was interesting how the school system here, because I left Philippines. I was junior high school, third year junior high school back home, but I came to Hawaii. I became a freshman. I was pushed back 2 years, and but I was taking all three level classes. I got freshman, sophomore, and junior classes, and I was excelling to it. But I was got discouraged because one day I had straight A's, and I went home and really happy, and my I showed my mom, I showed my stepfather, and my mom goes, "Hey, you just got lucky today," and that was the last time I did good at school. I put my hands up and pretty much just cut class every single day, and I had almost 200 something absences in all classes, and my school counselor called me from class, pulled me in from class, said that they're going to give me a pass for the rest of the year just to find a job because I was turning 18, and it will be better suit me to actually start working. And I actually took it. And at that time, they just made a program, a school academic program where no kids left behind. And it's kind of sad to actually say it now that yeah, I never get a chance, you know. But um, fast forward to that. As a kid, being in Waikiki, of course, I start watching people, getting the nose or whatnot, observing, and I became kind of involved. Well, I got involved into the underground thing. Became a middleman for a little while and making extra cash here and there, and it was fun. Don't get me wrong, it was some. I had tremendous. I used to work for um, Planet Hollywood, Sansa Fashion 45 as a club promoter, and I used to use that avenues to actually get tourists to you know to buy illicit drugs and whatnot, and I made more money that way. And at one point in time, I wanted to be the dealer instead of the middleman. And my the guy that I used to work for, he said I wasn't cut up for it. He says I was just best off being the middle guy. But yes, like I say, it's just something I cannot do. I'll do it, and which is yes, I became one, and it brought me to, besides all the fun, besides all the money, I got nothing short for it. Only pretty much experience that can get lost in it. To be honest, can get lost. And what's it called that? November 21st, 2006, when I got arrested. For I was facing a 20 and two fives, and their first time actually getting arrested as a 21-year-old, immigrant, being in the jail system, weighing 100 pounds coming in, and getting introduced to jail was pretty crazy. Pretty. It's not an experience I would like to recommend to anybody, but if you are keep doing it, well, you might end it up there, And through that time, I got introduced to they call gangs and whatnot, and starting to pretty much get involved in there too, you know. And now it's fast forward 1, 2, 3. Um, I got on probation. I got acquitted with a 20. I pleaded up to the two fives. They put me on probation back in 2008, March 8, 2008. I got released to Victory, Ohana. There was a outreach down in which Gary Shields used to be the executive director of the program. It was a clean and sober house down in Waipahu, and I did good for the next 4 months, and Waikiki was calling, and I went back, did the same thing. I went on the run for almost 2 years, and that's where I met my ex-wife today. Um, had a great life. Was going, was working, was married, was getting married. Um, I say I got arrested back 2009, 2010. I got arrested. I got reinstated to, instead of regular probation, I went to Hope. And since then, uh, it's been in and out pretty much. And the one thing I could say is that all the experiences that I've been through, all the system that all the programs that I've been going through, what helped me the most is that before anything, you gotta weigh things out. You gotta have, you have to ask yourself two questions before you do anything. You know, whatever goals you got in mind, whatever goals you're trying to get, just ask yourself two questions before you do anything. Is it, the first question is it gonna hinder me from getting that to get closer to my goal, or is it gonna benefit me? That's the two questions that been working with me, to me actually, and I've been applying it to this day, which helps me a lot. Collective intelligence, honestly, you know. First two things come in your head will not is the wrong one. You need to actually really think about it.